Okay, got cut off by the video there. Okay, so yeah, so let me select this again to get the mini toolbar up there. Okay, here's our mini toolbar. And as I was saying before, these buttons here help with getting the look and feel of the size of the font. So when you're designing these documents, sometimes you don't really exactly know a hard set number that you want to place there. And when you don't know the hard set number, you can just slowly click these buttons uh, to get a feel of what the size will look like in your document. So taking this example here, elephants, maybe I want to, make elephants really profound and pronounced so that people can really see it when they first look at the document. Or maybe I want it to look in reference to the document. So maybe I want the format to be the same as the rest of the documents. All right. So maybe I want to see how both of these look. All right. So what I would do is just click, click, click. Let's see. Does it look nice there? Maybe a little bit smaller. Click. Is it nice there? Maybe a little bit bigger. Let me see what it looks like a little bit bigger. So I'm going to click that one. And you know what? I actually like it regular size, so I'm going to click here. All right, so I'm just trying to help you understand what these are used for and why you may need to use them. Now, if you take the certification exam, then they're going to give you a hard number. All right, but truth be told, that's unrealistic. Sometimes you don't know what number you're going to want to pick. Okay, now, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. We could spend all day talking about it. So let's just keep on. Okay, so we have the bullets here. We have the numbering. This is the mini toolbar. And it has so much great things in it. You don't even have to leave here. A lot of times I just click right in the mini toolbar and it gives me everything that I need. So here we have the format painter. The format painter is over in the clipboard group. I would show you, but if I leave here, the mini toolbar would disappear. But it's not important because we're talking about selecting text today. Maybe we'll go more in depth of the mini toolbar, but it's literally a reflection of the ribbon. It's just Microsoft placed the most frequently used buttons in the mini toolbar. Okay, similar to the quick access toolbar up at the top left that we were talking about in the beginning of class. But this one is the mini toolbar. And some people ask, can it be customized? No, I don't believe the mini toolbar could be customized. Maybe, I don't know. I never really looked it up. It usually just has everything that I need. Look at this. So this has the paragraph alignment. We have line and paragraph spacing, what we were talking about before. This right here, paragraph settings. So the mini toolbar is really cool, and it only appears after you select something. Okay, so let's continue on with our selection. So in the last video, we talked about how to select text. What's the normal way to select text? All right, and we talked about that in the last video. If you need those steps, you can definitely go to the last video. I would definitely make a note of it. But I'm going to provide you with some notes. I'm going to provide you with a cheat sheet, which you will be able to see the different ways of how to select text. I have that cheat sheet here, and I'm just going to upload it when I have a chance so that you can see it. And I'm going to link the video to it so that you can see that cheat sheet of selecting text. But we're going to go through all of the ways here. All right, so let's go through some quick different ways to select text. Firstly, if you want to select a word, all you do is have to double click the word. So for example, let me deselect elephants. I'm going to click over here to deselect. But let's say if I want to select the word elephants, I would rest my mouse anywhere within the word. rest my mouse anywhere within the word that I want to select, and then I'm going to double click the word, and you see right there, after I double click it, the mini toolbar comes up, the word is selected. I use that a lot, okay? Double clicking a word to select it. It's much more efficient than resting your mouse in front of the word, clicking on your left click, dragging across the word, releasing the mouse click. I can easily do that same technique. I'm going to deselect here. Let me deselect. I can easily do that same technique by just resting my mouse in the center of the word and double clicking. Okay, so that is something that you will need to remember and practice on your own. All right, now the next the next procedure on the cheat sheet that I want to go through is selecting a line of text. Now, selecting a line of text, we did this earlier in the last video. If I just rest my mouse in front of the line, I'm going to click and hold my click, and I'm going to drag across, drag. This is the normal way to select, dragging across, dragging across. And it's a little, you got to get it just right. You see I'm having some trouble in the end here. I'm holding my mouse down, I'm dragging. Let me get that last letter. There we go. We got the last letter. I'm going to let go. Okay, so it was a little, it wasn't too difficult, but it took some time to drag my mouse all the way across that entire line. And there's an easier way to do that. There's an easier way to select an entire line of text if we want to. What we have to do, if we want to select an entire line, let me deselect so we can see this. So I'm going to click in the white area to deselect. Please don't forget that. Deselect, deselect. So I'm going to deselect. Okay, now, if I want to select an entire line of text, I need to come over here and rest my mouse in front of the line of text. Now, when you're resting your mouse, this is what your mouse pointer should look like. It should look like an arrow. It should look like an arrow pointing whichever way. It shouldn't look like this, an I-beam. The I-beam, that's for dragging to select text. But when I come over here, notice that my mouse pointer changes. Now, when I'm over here, I'm actually in something called a selection bar. So this whole left side of, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see here. This whole left side here, and let me just see if I can kind of just maybe put a shape on this left side so we can see. Whoa, no, that's not it. Sorry. Okay, so here, let's just do it like this. So this whole left side is known as the selection bar. The selection bar is an invisible bar that you use, or that I use, to select lines, paragraphs, or the entire document. Okay, so that's the selection bar. The selection bar is an invisible bar that allows you to select lines, paragraphs, or the entire document. All right, so I'm going to ask you what the selection bar is. So let's just take a look because we're running short on time. Let me go here. Okay, there we go. All right, so now my mouse, let me zoom in a little bit. Zoom in. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to select this entire line. So I'm going to rest my mouse in the selection bar and make sure that your mouse is rested on the same line that you want to select. So I want to select this first line in the paragraph. If I want to select the first line in the paragraph, then my mouse should not be down here. Okay, then it's not going to select that line. The mouse needs to be in line with the line that you want to select. Okay, so the mouse needs to be in line with the line that you want to select. And the way that you select the line is by resting your mouse on the same line as the line that you want to select, and then clicking one time. So I'm going to click the selection bar here at the line one time. Click. Okay, and there we have it. Just one time, not a double click, just a single click. And let me just do that one more time. I'm going to deselect. All right, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to, again, I want to select this line, this first line in the paragraph. I'm going to rest my mouse in the selection bar on the same line as the line that I want to select. And you want to make sure that your mouse pointer is an arrow. Okay, it should not be an I-beam. It should be an arrow. Okay, so now I'm going to click one time on that line. Click. And there we have that whole line just easily selected. All right, so these are strong selection tools that we are learning here. All right, we just went through the double click, and now we're going through the selection bar. Now, as a for differentiation purposes, I want to show you one other way to select a line. All right, and it's by using the keyboard. This is advanced. All right, if you remember, I always say amateurs use the mouse, professionals use the keyboard. Okay, of course, not all the time. Sometimes even professionals use the mouse also, but that's the way that you want to think. So I want to show you another way to select the entire line. The first thing that I'm going to do is place my cursor. Oh wait, let me deselect this. Sorry, let me deselect here. Okay, so I want to select this line again. The first thing that I want to do is place my cursor in front of the line that I want to select. So in this case, you see that I have the I-beam. All right, this I-beam, I want to take this I-beam, and make sure you see the I-beam. You don't want to see the mouse pointer. You want to see the I-beam. Okay, so now I'm going to take the I-beam and use it to place my cursor in front of the word India. So I'm going to click, and you can see now that my cursor is in front of the word India. Now I want to select this word, this line. I want to select this entire line. So what I'm going to do is hold down the Shift key and press the tap on. Let me say tap on the End key. Okay, right then and there. Shift End. That's how you select the line. Okay, Shift End. Now I'm going to deselect, okay, by simply just pressing the left arrow key to return back to the beginning of the line. All right, so that's just an advanced technique. Definitely want to get your advanced techniques down pat, because a lot of times you're going to be typing. Let's say you're typing 30 words a minute, maybe 40 words a minute. You're typing, and you see some error, or you see a line that you want to remove. You don't want to have to reach over for your mouse. Or if you're using a laptop, even worse, because you're using that little mouse pad at the bottom, and trust me, the mouse pad is very annoying. Okay, it's very hard to select with the mouse pad. So if you're typing, and you say, oh, this line is not working, and your cursor is here, you're typing, and you notice your cursor after you type, what you want to do is use your navigation arrows to move your cursor into place, into the right place right here. That's where our cursor is supposed to go. I'm going to hold the Shift key, and I'm going to press the End key, and that selects the entire line. All right, Shift End selects the entire line using the keyboard. I'm going to ask you that question. All right, so that's an advanced way. So we just went through the first way, which was to select the selection bar by was to click the selection bar one time to select the line, just like that. All right, or we did a differentiated way using the keyboard, Shift End. Oh, sorry, Shift. Sorry, error. Okay, Shift End. All right, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and continue this in the next video.